I'm going to get started. We are doing the practice worksheet because we have a quiz today. So the quiz is over solving equations. So the practice is a lot of solving equations. Ooh, okay. So the practice worksheet, remember you get credit for the practice worksheet if you just write stuff down. So my 6th period is a bunch of turds that can't be quiet during the notes. So I use the notes from 1st period and they watch it. So I'm not going to write down the answers because they have to watch the video. So you have to listen to me to get the answers to write them down because I want them to watch the videos with volume. Question number 1, we've done this question before. If it seems familiar, it's because we've done it. The formula for converting Fahrenheit and Celsius for converting degrees is given. What's the temperature if it is 95 degrees Celsius? So it's telling us that C is equal to 95. So we're going to rewrite the equation, but we're going to plug in 95 for C. Every time when you do this problem, whether it's with me or it's on TSI, what they're going to give you is a number that is divisible by 5. So let's reduce that. What's 95 divided by 5? Don't try and do it in your head. You guys got. It's 19. So let's multiply that. We've got 9 times 19. Very good. And we have 171 plus 32. Very good, Juliet. We get 203 degrees Fahrenheit. So we get 203 degrees Fahrenheit. Question number 2, we want to solve for R. The first thing that we have to do is get rid of the fraction. When the only thing that is there is a fraction, we can get rid of the fraction. So to get rid of the fraction, I'm dividing by R. So let's come over here and multiply by R. So we get 3R is equal to 12 plus R. Now we have a simple 2-step equation. We need to get the R's together. When we look at it, we have R's on both sides. We have 3 and we have 1. Which one is bigger? 3. So let's move the R over here. It is positive R, so when it comes over here, it's going to be negative R, and I'm going to put a 1. So what's 3 minus 1? 2R is equal to 12. We've got one last step. We can divide by 2. So we get R is equal to what? Very good. Here, how about if you use a pencil? I have to take all my pencils up because 6th period steals them and breaks them and leaves them on the floor. It's over there by here. I got a mechanical one. Here's one. Thank you, Sonia. All right, for the next one, we need to isolate the square root or get the square root by itself. That means get it by itself. So to get it by itself, well, it's almost by itself. Let's just move this plus 3. How do we undo square root? Square. We're going to square it. So we're going to square this side. It'll get rid of the square root, and we're going to square 10. What's 10 times 10? Very good. That's the answer. Question number 4. The price P in dollars that a store sets for an item is given by the equation. Boys, it's given by the equation P is equal to C plus 1/10 C, where C is dollars at the, sorry, C is the store's cost for an item. If the store sets the price at $88 for an item, what's the store's cost for the item? Does that sound confusing?
Yes.
Yes, it definitely does. I took the TSI myself a couple days ago, and this was one of the questions on the TSI test. It's not a hard question, but it is really confusing. So we've got this equation, and it's got P and it has C in it. And then it tells us that the price is $88. So P is 88. So what we're going to do is we're going to rewrite that equation, and we're going to plug in 88 for P. What we want to know is C. We want to know the cost. To figure out the cost, we're going to have to put the two C's together. Well, we can't put something with a fraction and something without a fraction together unless they have a like denominator. So if this is a fraction of 1/10, what would a denominator need to be over here? 10. So we're going to have to multiply that by 10 over 10. Now I have a like denominator. So now if I put those together, if I have 10 and 1, how much does that make? 11. 10 plus 1 is 11. It's still over 10. So I put the C's together. Well, now I need to undo this fraction that is over here. So I'm dividing by 10. So let's multiply by 10. When you multiply 88 by 10, you get 88. 10 has 1 0, so you just put 1 0. And we have one last step. We're multiplying by 11, so let's divide by 11. Very good. So the cost is $80. So basically it's saying that when they buy something and the cost is $80, they're going to sell it for $88. So they're marking it up by a 10th. Question number 5, it says if y is equal to 2x squared minus 4x minus 5, what's the value of y when x is equal to -4? So it's telling us x is equal to -4. So we need to plug it in. We're going to plug it in. We're going to plug that into the equation. So we get y is equal to 2 and use parentheses. And we're going to evaluate step by step. So I get 2, and then what is -4 times -4? Nope. You get 16, positive 16. And then next I have -4 times -4 again. What is it? All right, so now we have 2 times 16. What's 2 times 16? Y'all have a calculator? 32. What's 32 plus 16? And remember, PEMDAS tells us that we have to do addition and subtraction. We have to just keep doing it from left to right. 48. So now what's 48 minus 5? Very good. 43. We're going to flip over to the back. We got a lot more just solving problems. Question number 6. We need to distribute and then get x by itself. So we're going to distribute. So I'm writing these things down because sometimes when you guys take your quiz, you forget what to do. So if you write it down, you might remember. And that's actually the same thing we're going to do for question number 9. We're going to distribute. We're going to get x equals. All right, so for question number 6, if we distribute, we're distributing in this 3 to both of those pieces and rewriting everything else. 3 times 2 is 6, and we have an x. 3 times negative 5, that's negative 15. I need to put the x's together. I have 1x and I have 6x, so I'm going to put those together, and I need to move the 15 because I'm trying to get x all by itself, so I can add 15. So what is 1 and 6? Very good, 7. And then what's 20 plus 15? One last step, I'm multiplying by 7, so I need to divide by 7. 35 divided by 7 is 5. Very good. Since question number 9 is almost the same, I would like for you guys to work question number 9 by yourself. I'm going to work question number 9, and let's make sure that we get the right answer. What do you get? 17 divided by negative 1. Yep, negative 17. Let's go back up to question number 7. Question number 7, we need to get rid of the fraction. We need to get rid of that fraction. To get rid of the fraction, we are dividing by 2, so we need to come over here and then multiply by 2. What's 16 times 2? We just have one last step. We are multiplying by 4, so we need to divide by 4. What's 32 divided by 4? Very good. Another way you could have done that is by reducing this fraction first. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So you're really just doing 16 divided by 2. How'd I get 12 on what? So when you distribute, it's -3 times x, so you get -3x, and -3 times 4, so you get -12. For question number 8, this one is tricky because we have a variable on both sides. We have a 5 and we have a 2. Which one is bigger? 5. So we're going to move the 2 over to the 5. So it's adding on this side. So we're subtract 2x. 5, 4, 3. So we get 3x is equal to 12. What times 3 equals 12? 4. Very good. That's your answer. Question number 10. This is an if-then question. So we have to do the if. We have to first get x equals, and then second, we have to plug it in. So first thing that we need to do is solve. When I look at this one, I have x's on both sides of the equation again. So I have a 3 and a 5. Which one's bigger? 5. So let's move this 3 over. I'll subtract 3x. 5, 4, 3, 2. So 2x. Don't forget that 7 has a negative on it. So I am almost done, but x is not by itself. So I need to divide by 2. So my first step, I just solved for x. It's pretty ugly. I get x is equal to -7 over 2. That's okay. When we did our worksheet the other day, when we were solving it, we got a lot of fraction answers for x equals. When we plug it in, we're going to get a whole number. It's going to be nice. It's going to work out nicely. So for this one, I'm now going to plug in -7 over 2 for x. So 4 and then -7 over 2. So a lot of times when we have fractions, you can always reduce them first. So 4 and 2. 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. So that becomes 2. What is 2 times -7? -14. That's your answer. We have one last question. Jade and Madison want to retile their bathroom floor. They do not need to tile underneath the bathtub. According to the drawing, what's the area of the bathroom floor that needs to be retiled? Do that one on your own, and I will tell you the answer. I want you to try that one on your own, and I will tell you the answer. Make sure that you show work. Do that one on your own. Amir, did you already finish number 11? What'd you get? Oh man, well, let's do it.
I'm lost already. I'm graduating. Yeah, got it. Oh, I know the answer.
Once you get your answer, tell your friend. This? You want one? You're starving? I made 2 of them. Well, I made one and I cut it in half. Where'd I get it? From my house? Yeah, it's just a bagel with Nutella and fresh peanut butter. It's pretty much the best thing ever.
So since it says it doesn't need to be in the bathroom, right?
Yeah.
So I would just do. And
Yeah.
that would be my answer, correct?
Well, that's gonna cover everything, including the bathtub.
So I need to do it without that.
Mhm. But you could just find out the whole thing and you could subtract off the bathtub area.
So when I subtract, would I put these two together and subtract?
Yeah, so you have to find that area and you have to find the area of the whole thing.
I got the area of the whole thing. I didn't know if we need the area of the bathtub too.
You do, and you can subtract it what? Say that again? Well, I toasted the bagel and then I put Nutella and fresh ground peanut butter. It's good, huh? It's pretty amazing, right? It kind of tastes like a chocolate covered donut. It's really good. You're gonna go home and tell your mom that I need supplies, mom.
No. Someone.
Do they?
Supposed to get that too, right? Not that.
So, you're done. So when you're doing it, if you want, you could find the area of the little part and the area of this down here. Or you could find the area of the whole thing and subtract off that one.
Did I still get it right?
No.
I didn't? Really? Do you?
Very good.
If I did just mix those two areas together.
So it'd be 4 times 2 is 8. And then, but it wouldn't be 6 because you're taking off like you're. Good, very good, very good. So you can come check with me to see if you got the right answer for question number 11. I think most of you guys have, and you've done really well.